Hey guys, and welcome back to another memory plan with me. Today I'm memory planning for the week of April 6th through the 12th, and the kit I'm using is called Easter, I'm pretty sure. Easter Greens by Right Brain Paper Co, which is a beautiful kit with lots of marble. You guys know how I feel about marble. I mean, I say it all the time, but it's truly, I have a huge love for marble, and this kit was perfect for me. I really liked the artwork that was out there when it came to Easter kits, but this kit just stole my heart with the different shades of green, which I'm not a huge fan of green in general, but I do love the very minty type of green, and I feel like in this kit it was just very pretty. And I'm also a huge fan of succulents, so there were quite a few succulents in this in the photos because it is a photo kit. I also chose silver to go with this kit with Right Brain Paper Co. You can choose your own foiling, and I don't even know, I think it's either the second or the third time I'm using a Right Brain Paper Co. kit. I think it's the second time. And I absolutely love the different sizes of kit that she offers. The pricing and the processing and shipping is just amazing. But yeah, for the sidebar, she had these washi strips that were plain, so I decided to use those dividers from Honeyinked and put those on top of the like headers or washi strips that were plain, and I think it turned out very pretty. For the full boxes, I just scattered them around but kept them in the middle, which I really like doing. You guys know I switch it up all the time, but this is still my favorite way of scattering the full boxes. And I did again use the today and to do headers because I really don't mind lately. I was very against to do headers when I first started planning, but I feel like now with like the very dainty scripts, I don't really mind it at all. And the page with the headers came with a full set of to-do headers, today headers, and then two of these foiled bow headers. So I used them with the full boxes, and I think it turned out really pretty. But let's move on to Monday. So to mark Coffee Monday, I used a coffee maker from 𝐻𝐻𝐸 Stationery and a coffee run script from Samantha Mae Sticks, which I mentioned before. I got those scripts in a grab bag, and I don't do a lot of coffee runs, so I do like using them for Coffee Monday every now and then. And then I also received some Happy Mail, and this is my favorite way of marking Happy Mail, you guys know. So I used a flag from WildSummerDesigns with an envelope from MyNewestAddiciton, and the script is from Kinzis Creations, which you can use Jenna 15 to save 15% off. And then to mark that I started watching Once Upon a Time, I used a bow from CleverGalCrafts, and I really like when the like icon is kind of hanging over the box, if you know what I mean. So it's not like completely in the box. I don't know, I really like the look of it. But yeah, I actually watched Once Upon a Time so long ago, but then I watched, I think, after season 6, so I have one more season to go, but I completely started fresh, or started in the beginning. So I started with season 1, and I'm still watching currently. But I also worked out that day. I did some Body Shop? Beachbody workout, Beachbody workout called Size It Up, which is one of my favorite ways of working out because it's a dance workout, but it really has you out of breath. I love it so much. But then to mark a work meeting, I used another WildSummerDesigns hexagon and a work script from Samantha Mae Sticks, and then I also did a ton of editing, and that script is from Kinzis Creations, and the tablet or iPad is from 𝐻𝐻𝐸 Stationery. Then on Tuesday, I had to pick up some cortisone for my youngest who has really bad eczema, and I used this prescription bottle from the GP Studio to mark that. We have a prescription cortisone that we get from his pediatrician, and I had to pick up some more because we were running out, and that seems to help a lot with the very bad spots. We use cortisone, and then we also use hydrocortisone, which you can just get over the counter. So those are working pretty well for us so far. But I also had to catch up on some laundry, and the laundry basket is from Tassel Planner, who is no longer open. But again, I'm trying to use up all of those icons that I have. And to mark filming, I used this dainty icon from Nicole Designs, which I also have a code. It is Jana15. And the film script is from IceCreamJo. And then I received some more happy mail, and again, I marked it the same way as I did on Monday. And then I did another workout. So that dumbbell is by MyNewestAddiciton. I don't know if I mentioned it on Monday, but that dumbbell is also from MyNewestAddiciton, which I actually will change that one out to a different one. It's still from MyNewestAddiciton, but I just wanted to use a different one. And I did also the same workout, but a different like dance, I guess. But I also FaceTimed my friends a day, and I used a Coffee Monsterz Co emoji to mark that with a script from Kinzis Creations. And then on the 8th, I actually uploaded no stories at all, which is very surprising, but I don't know. I just had a super lazy day. So I wanted to mark that, because usually, you know, there are days where I don't upload a ton, but at least like one picture or, you know, one story or something. But that day I literally didn't upload anything, not on my planner Instagram, not on my regular Instagram or my Facebook or nothing. Didn't upload anything. And that icon is from CleverGalCrafts. And then again, I watched some more Once Upon a Time, which happens quite often throughout the past couple of weeks. But again, I used it both from CleverGalCrafts. And then my headache was out of the roof, or out of this world. It was it was so bad. So I used a Coffee Monsterz Co emoji, which I actually have to pick up a full sheet. I think that one, it came on like the feeling sick type of sheet, but I need one with just the headache ones, because with weather changes I get migraines so freaking bad. It's horrible. But yeah, that wasn't a good day. That's also the reason why I pretty much had a lazy day, because I could not function that day no matter what I took. I took sinus medication, I took migraine pills. It wasn't a good day. But I also had to pick up some more diapers that day, so I used that notepad, that foiled notepad, I guess, from Samantha Mae Sticks, and the shopping list icon is from CleverGalCrafts. And then my husband and I had a tiny little date night at home with, you know, some wine, which we drink a lot of wine lately. I don't know, it's just like with everything going on, we've been drinking a lot of wine. But this wine icon is from 𝐌𝐻𝐍𝐿 Stationery, and the date night script is from Kinzis Creations. And then to mark that, I did quite a bit of work that day. I used the hexagon from WildSummerDesigns with the mini desk icon from the GP Studio. On Thursday, my husband and I watched Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, which I mentioned in my last one. We watched the Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, and then on Thursday we stopped all the way with the first one. So we watched the first one and the second one, but I marked the second one at the bottom of the day because I didn't want to have them right underneath each other. But that script is from Kinzis Creations, which I absolutely love. I love the font and like the mixture of fonts, and the size is just perfect. And yeah, I was really excited to finally use those because I picked them up a while ago. I think Black Friday even, I'm not really sure. But yeah, I got some more happy mail that day, which I do have another haul coming, my April haul, but I'm just waiting on a couple more orders, and then I can wrap that haul up as well. But I again did some more filming, and this time I used a camera dainty icon again from Nicole Alexia Designs, and a script from Kinzis Creations. And then we also had some I wrote Domino's, but I actually realized that we had Little Caesars, so we got some pizza from Little Caesars, and I just used a junk food emoji from the Coffee Monsterz Co to mark that. And then you saw I used the Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets script at the bottom. On Friday to mark payday, I used another one of those foiled notepads from Samantha Mae Sticks with the money icon from MyNewestAddiciton. And then to mark that, I did quite a bit of voiceovers that day, I think for 2 Plan With Me's. I just kept it simple with a quarter box, and the voiceover script is from IceCreamJo. And then I actually did some sticker shopping that day. I think I bought some kits from WildSummerDesigns and 2 Little Bees, and that icon is from CleverGalCrafts. And then, like I said, we did some more Harry Potter binging, I guess, I don't even know. But again, I used the Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban script from Kinzis Creations. And then we actually took a break. We have not continued that marathon yet, but we probably will this week. But to mark family time, I used this watercolor icon from the Fox and Pip, which I love those, marking anything like kids or family time related. And again, the script is from from Kinzis Creations. And then my husband and I had some more wine, and this time I used a wine bottle from CleverGalCrafts to mark that. I probably should get some wine time scripts because, like I said, we've been drinking a lot of wine lately. On the 11th, to mark my weekly check-in for my budget, I used a flag from WildSummerDesigns with this push pin from MyNewestAddiciton. And then my husband and I also folded and put away a ton of clothes that day. Like, really, I think we had to go through 3 laundry baskets. And that icon is from the GB Studio. And I also uploaded a ton of videos that day. I didn't publish one, but I used a computer from 𝐻𝐻𝐸 Stationery with a script from Kinzis Creations to mark that I uploaded all the videos for the following week. So I have them ready to go so I can schedule them, and you know, it's a little bit easier for me that way, so I don't have to worry about them. But my husband also picked up some Burger King that day. And again, I used a Coffee Monsterz Co emoji to mark that. And then in the evening, my husband and I watched Miracle, which is a baseball movie, I think. And then we also watched Remember the Titans, which I actually had to white that out because I wrote We Are the Titans, but my husband actually corrected me. He said it's Remember the Titans, and it's one of his all-time favorite movies because, you know, it's about football and it's about racial congregation, and you know, it's just his favorite movie. So I used a TV dainty icon from Nicole Alexia Designs to mark that, and then, you know, I had to white it out and correct it later on because he was very specific about that. But on Sunday to mark Happy Easter, I just used a script from Kinzis Creations in a half box. And then I did do a lot of YouTube binging, not just planner related videos, really anything like makeup and cleaning videos. So a good mixture. And again, the script is from Kinzis Creations and the YouTube play button from CleverGalCrafts. And then we also had severe storms that day. And if you follow me on Instagram, you know what happened. So I used an alarm clock from the GB Studio to mark that our power went out at like 11 o'clock. Like the storms are really, really bad. It hasn't been that bad in a long time. There were lots of tornadoes around us. But once the power turned off and turned back on, there was a power surge. And we have some type of alarm in our apartment that never went off before, but it did that day. And that alarm was so loud. But like I said, if you follow me on Instagram, I had a whole story about that. My head hurt so bad. It continued through Monday. Like, the alarm did not stop for 20 minutes, and they finally fixed it on the following Monday, which more to that in my next plan with me. But yeah, I published a video that day also, and I used the script from IceCreamJo, and then we had some more wine, and again I used the icon from 𝐻𝐻𝐸 Stationery. And then on my sidebar, I used this Easter script from, oh my goodness, Lexie Designs. But here's the full spread. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Until next time, bye.
I don't need a hit to believe that I'm living. You can lock me up if my tongue keeps slipping. I'ma keep spitting up rhymes I'm digging, and you can be my fame.